going on, Mark Army and Magnum Militia? This is the Icon G here. Got the recap all to myself here, but I'm recapping a good one for you here. We got Magnum World Order, brought to you by Magnum Wrestling. And man, what is it a doozy? Let me tell you, we got toss and turns. Magnum Wrestling's opening an airline, and we're all invited and we're all caught in the crosshair. But make sure you like and comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned. Hit that notification bell for that Mark goodness. If you don't, not only are you jive turkey, but see the right elbow here? This one, you're going to hit that funny bone, and you're going to feel it for a good 3 minutes, and it's going to be uncomfortable if you don't hit that subscribe button. So, you've been warned, all right? You've been warned. But let's go ahead and get into it. We have a first match of the night. We have Uriah Upton taking on Alan Shepard. Before the match even starts, Jeremy Jacobs stretching and using that GM power and abusing it, man. Telling Alan Shepard that if he loses the next match, he loses. He is no longer in Magnum Wrestling. Now, Alan Shepard's been a mainstay here for quite some time. This man's been all over the place. And the fact that Jeremy Jacobs wants him gone, crazy. So, we could have might as well seen his last match. But in this matchup, there's definitely some desperation, definitely some more urgency in picking up the win. And it's exactly what he did. Alan Shepard picked up the win over Uriah. Hard-fought victory. Uriah was no slouch. Gave it his all like he always does. But Alan Shepard he needed it to survive. All right. We got the next match here. We got a returning Johnny Corso taking on also returning Clay Huna, who we have not seen a singles competition as of yet. But we did here. Man, these guys had a barn burner. They beat each other up like they owe each other money, let me tell you. And Johnny Corso hitting him with the Crown Breaker, getting the 1-2-3 over Clay Huna in a decisive fashion. Crazy. Can't wait to see those crazy eyes. I don't even want to. If I'm going out an alley at the end of the night, it's like 3 a.m. if I'm walking home from a bar, I do not want to see Johnny Corso at the end of it because I will turn tail and run. And because that guy he'll cause some damage. He'll beat your ass. Trust me. Well, on to the next match here. We had the long time coming tag team match between the Hellcat champion Briar Hale and her sister Sage Hale, the Hale sisters, taking on Sadie Bell, a returning Sadie Bell from a shoulder injury, and Amina Belmont, who can't wait to get their hands on the champion because she was also a victim of the Twin Magic, the tomfoolery, the shenanigans. By the way, you're on my shit list, all the shenanigans and tomfooleries. But anyways, we have the Hale sisters finally getting the playing field evened out by these two and Sadie Bell and Amina Belmont. They were on one. They were working together for that common cause. And, man, the Hale sisters know exactly what they're doing when the ref is distracted. They were taking advantage of every little thing. Referee Rudy Diamond was officiating that match, and he only has 2 eyes, guys. He does not have 4, and Hale sisters do. They do damn well. They were using every shortcut they could, and they took advantage of that. But at the end of the night, Amina Belmont pinned the Hellcat champion, Briar Hale, to make the decision. So we'll see where that goes. Going into Over the Top here in October. Crazy stuff there. I can only wait. It's only a matter of time before we see Sadie Hale taking on Briar Hale. But now since Amina's picked up the win here, maybe Amina gets an opportunity that gets thrown in there somewhere. We'll see. Wait to be seen. All right, next match here. We have another long-awaited 8-man tag. We have the Prophets of Pepper Cricket. Relly Carter, Drake Galloway, Johnny Pepper Cricket, Con Artiste, and Jeremy Jacobs Lubin with the piggy, taking on these insane kind of amalgamation of a faction, of a unit, I'm going to call it. We have Joey Anderson, Joe Dozer, and we have the Top Gun champion, Teddy Mercury. We have the Magnum Wrestling Heavyweight champion, Red Wing, and a Mr. Piggy the Bank, who's piggyless at this time, Brandon Nitro. Brandon Nitro, I'm sure, wants nothing to get that piggy back from Donnie, who they were stolen from him 2 months ago. So we'll see how that plays a factor here. And man, let me just tell you, I don't know who got their flying licenses, but everybody went in this last month to get their airline licenses. They are now all pilots as they proceeded to all dive on each other in this matchup. Con Artiste, I was on wobbly legs. He made it, though. Red Wing was flying. Brandon Nitro was flying. I'm telling you, everybody was freaking flying in this matchup. And Hoo-wee. Better get your passports, because over the top, you'll need a passport. Just saying. Just saying. But anyways, we had a deciding factor here, like I said, the Profits of Pepper Cricket working the way they work best. And man, just like the Hale sisters, they were taking advantage of the fact that the referee only has two eyes. And Jeremy was loving every minute. He was loving it. He was loving it. Not for long, though, because at the end of the night, Joey Dozer, even though Red Wing did the final blow, he tagged in Joey, an unconscious Joey, and just threw him on top of him. 1, 2, 3. Joey Dozer and his team wins. Now with the stipulation, remember the stipulation in this matchup was if Joey Dozer lost, he was basically had to leave Magnum. But since he won, he now has a one-on-one match with Jeremy Jacobs at Over the Top. Not only that, though, to put the cherry on top, we now have Brandon Nitro taking on Donnie Pepper Cricket for that pig in the bank that was stolen from him. He doesn't care what match it is. He doesn't even care what match type. He's probably letting Donnie Pepper Cricket, which we'll find out at a later date. Crazy work. So we'll wait and see. But that match is happening. Stipulation yet to be determined. So I can only wait and see what the Profits Pepper Cricket will be thinking up of. So we move on to the next match here after intermission. We had Shane Hollister, returning Shane Hollister, taking on Kit Sackett. Now, before this match even started, Shug Hollister grabbed the mic and was talking some cryptic messages saying, Kit, you're the first to fall. I don't know what that means, what that entails, but these guys had a chess match of a match in this matchup here. These guys, the amount of experience, guys, let me just tell you, in that ring at that time is insane. These guys were putting STFs, these guys were putting submission holds, these guys were trying to outmaneuver one or the other. And Shane Hollister, I've never seen Kit in this type of position being out wrestled in this way, technically wise, which is insane, guys. But let me tell you, the way the match ended was not technically sound at all. We're talking a roll-up, grabbing the tights. Shane Hollister pinned Kit Sackett 1, 2, 3. The hell is this? So they have to run that back. We're probably going to see that again soon. We're going to move on to the next match here, which we had a Jackson King taking on Duke Cornell in this blood feud, this bloodbath of an altercation. You know, Jackson King over here wants nothing but the respect of Duke Cornell, while Duke Cornell keeps downplaying it and not belittling, but downplaying Jackson King as a real threat here, which comes into play here because Duke Cornell does kind of let up on Jackson King a couple of times here. But man, once Duke Cornell got pissed, I mean, pile driver on the apron amounts of pissed, dude, that's all he needed. But I did talk to Jackson King earlier, and I said it in commentary here. He said in order for him to lose this match, he's going to have to be killed by Duke Cornell. That's exactly what happened, because Jackson King, at the end of the match, was crawling his way up, trying to get to a vertical base, using Duke Cornell as leverage. Duke was standing there, getting ready to deliver the final blow. And what does he do? Flips him off, slaps him in the face. Duke Cornell sees red, and we have a spinning tombstone pile driver to end it. Lo persina de nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo. He gives them the freaking praise him in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and then tombstone pile drives him, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. But after the match, after the match, folks, Duke Cornell comes back and gives Jackson King the respect that he's been wanting for so long. He's been acknowledged about all the hard work he's been doing, and Jackson King, I don't know where he was at that time. Who knows if he was even conscious when this all happened. But that's on camera. So Jackson King, whenever you wake up tomorrow, take a look at that. You deserve it, buddy. Let me move on to the main event of the evening. Oh, hell yeah. We have a fatal four-way to determine the number one contender for the Magnum Wrestling Heavyweight Championship for Red Wing at Over the Top on October 3rd. We have James McGregor. We have Mino Hatchet. We have Brixton Nash. And we have Alvin Falcone. Now, there's a couple things going into this that kind of play a part in this fatal four-way that really came to the decision at the end. We have the little thing going on over here with Alvin Falcone and Joe DeSanti, where Joe DeSanti has been nothing but trying to get in the good graces again, because there's been some tension, some disconnect, some miscommunication back and forth between the two. But now Joe DeSanti's trying to get back in the good graces by getting these matches with him. But Alan Falcone doesn't see it that way. So Alan Falcone comes up with a steel chair, dude. I'm gonna tell you. He sets it down and tells DeSanti, "You're sitting there like you're not helping me at all in this match." While we also have the tension of the implosion or the explosion of the Apex with Brixton Nash, Nino Hatchet, and Jamison McGregor. Before even that starts, Alex Conk, acknowledge the Conk. How you doing, brother? Starts announcing. DeSanti asks for the mic. Wow, in a polite fashion. Like I said, they're changing it up. He says he starts announcing Alan Falcone, then Alan Falcone snatches the mic away from him and says, "Nah, that chair I brought out is for you. Go plant it." So he hands the mic back to Conk and tells him, "Hey, announce me." Does so for everybody else. Match begins. Brixton Nash and Jamison McGregor immediately go at it. Nino Hatchet coming in tow, throwing hands. It's these three guys back and forth. 2 months in the making. These guys wanted nothing but to get their hands on each other. And then Alvin Falcone just goes and sits off to the side. I mean, smart maneuvering. Smart on his part. He probably was thinking about that. As the match continues, Joe DeSanti finally gets involved in the match. And he gets used as a battering ram, gets dropped on his head. Like, Joe DeSanti was all over this match. Uses a steel chair on Jamison. I mean, dude. But what happens here is, who interferes? I was not expecting this. Right when Nino Hatchet had that match won, Shane Hollister comes in and takes out Nino Hatchet. What is going on, dude? Shane Hollister's here for a message and to make a statement. And we're going to find out real soon what that is. So you got to stay tuned. Make sure you stay tuned to the 4.5 marks so they can see what's going on. Make sure you follow Magnum Wrestling on all the social medias. Stay tuned on all that greatness. And tickets might still on sale, I think, for Over the Top. You got to go simpletix.magnumwrestling.com. October 3rd. Get them while they're hot, piping hot, ready to go. But anyways, back to this main event. After that interference by Shane Hollister, the original referee, Jeremy, was taken out. But then we have referee Howell run in to see. He sees that Jamison McGregor is pinning, Falcone, while we have Brixton pinning, Nino Hatchet. And both refs count the pinfall, but to each opposing member. So Powell counts the pin for McGregor. Jeremy counts the pin for Brixton Nash. And Conk finally announces it at the end. Your winner of the match, both Brixton Nash and Jamison McGregor. Craziness, guys. So now it's all confusion. Red Wing comes out and says, "I'll take both of you." So I think we now have a triple threat for Over the Top for the Magnum Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. We have Jamison McGregor, Brixton Nash, and Red Wing. Dude, if you're not going to these shows, what are you doing? Buy them now. Buy them while they're hot. simpletix.magnumwrestling.com. And like I said, I'm the Icon G. Love what we do. Mark's here in the ring. Here, I'm behind the camera, out of the camera. I got my freaking MWO hat for no other reason. Freaking love what we're doing, man. Keep it up. As long as you keep supporting us, we'll keep appreciating you. Keep giving you the Mark goodness. Like always, that chick bounces. So do you. Bye-bye.